Hello and welcome to the Maths Guide, and today we're going to be constructing a triangle. You're given two angles and the distance of one of the lines. So the first thing that we're told to measure a distance from one point, which we call A. There we go, there's our point A. We want to measure a length of 8 centimeters, so we need a ruler and we're going to use a compass to measure a distance of 8 centimeters. So we put the compass along the ruler, we change the distance on it until it's exactly 8 centimeters. We transfer the compass onto the line that we want to measure, and then we mark off a point along that line. So now we've measured a distance of 8 centimeters from a point A. This is going to be our point B, and that distance there is 8 centimeters. We're now asked to construct two angles. The first angle is the angle BAC, so it's going to be an angle around the point A, and we want that to be 40 degrees. We're also asked to construct the angle ABC. So when you're told to construct an angle, you start at the first letter. The angle ABC means you start at A, you go to the point B, and then you'll go to a point C. So you're measuring an angle around the point B, around the center bit. So we want the angle ABC. We also want that to be 40 degrees. So to measure an angle, we need a protractor. We put the protractor on our point of rotation, and we measure an angle 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and we mark this point here. This is a point to mark. So we've marked the point. This is just a point for 40 degrees. It's not our point C yet. So we need to measure out a line from the point A through that point and continue it onwards. So we've measured an angle BAC of 40 degrees. We now need to measure the interior angle ABC, which is also 40 degrees. But because it's a rotation in this direction, we're going to be starting at 0, then 10, then 20, then 30, then 40 here. So this is 40 along this line. There's our point 40. And we construct a straight line from the point B through there and continue it onwards. So we now have a point of intersection. So in a lot of constructions, you'll construct two lines, and where they meet each other forms a new point. And in this question, that is the point. This is going to be the point C here. And then in the question, we're asked to measure the distance from the point C, which is here, to the point B, which is here. So to measure distance, we get our ruler. We line the 0 up at the point C. We measure the distance along to the point B. And in this picture, we can see the distance from C to B is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.1, 5.2. So the distance that we're looking for is 5.2 centimeters. So let's just go through the steps of what we did. First of all, we drew a straight line. Then we marked a point here. Let's do this in red. Then we marked the point A here, where we were going to begin. We measured a distance along that line using the compass here, and we marked off a point B on the line. We then measured an angle of 40 degrees here. We also measured an angle of 40 degrees here, and then from the ray that we constructed, where the point of intersection was the point C, and we measured the distance from C to B. Now you've already worked on constructing angles, so this should be reasonably okay. And the point of this is to construct a triangle given one length and two angles. So you're given the length 8 centimeters, an angle of 40 degrees, another angle of 40 degrees, and then you're asked to measure this distance here from the point B to the point C, which we got as 5.2. Be careful to label everything. The point that you're starting is the point A. Measure the distance to the point B and label it B. Then where your two constructions meet each other, label that point C. And then when you're asked for the distance from B to C, this is how you write what's the distance from B to C. We measure from here to here. We get the answer 5.2. You put that into the answer box and you should get your correct answer. Okay, so again, you've already practiced creating angles. This is just an additional step where you're creating two angles and again measuring distance, and you should be fine. Okay, so have a go of those, answer the questions and see how it goes. The best of luck.